What's up? It's another episode of the forecast, but this is special in the sense that we're not actually doing predictions. We are looking back at season 12, the 5 weeks that we predicted, and why it came to be that my average is just barely above 60%. Let's talk about this. At your service, as always, my name is Leo. If you don't know, now you know. I have been predicting for the past 5 weeks. Hindi ko predict yung first week dahil that's ridiculous. That's crazy. I don't think, based on barely any details about the teams and their performances during the off-season, I took a break for week 1. But week 2, all the way up until 6, even those weeks that had like the 10 matches per week, yung may Saturday na apat, we did that too. And lo and behold, this is where we find ourselves. Let's talk about it. Real quick, if you have any thoughts you want to share with me, put in the comments. I do read the comment section. And for the playoffs, I'll read the comments in this video. So, lapag nyo na, alright? Reach out to me on social media as well, at LeoCastsPH, everywhere. Let's get to it. Week 1, I was at a relative solid pace. I think I was at 6 out of 9. 6 out of 9 is safe. 6 out of 9 is solid. Like, if you can predict that much and you can say those many teams will do as well over these number of matches, I think there's a good understanding. So, ang namali ko dito, day 2, dalawa. I read the Blacklist Onyx match wrong and the Minana Evos RSG wrong. And here's where I think, with hindsight, you kind of see how some teams, no matter how consistent you want them to be, sometimes there are off days. I think that's the same here with Smart Omega, the one I got wrong for day 3. TNC was on fire here, and this was week 2. So TNC did not have the same kind of problems or the same kind of fatigue going into this. So yung parang chances nila of clapping back, or at least finding a solid situation or a firm stronghold into a early game, mid-game spike, mas okay pa eh. That one I can kind of understand, but how I got Blacklist Onyx wrong and Minana Evos RSG wrong will only really make sense once you get later into the season. Looking at week 2, this one I also kind of struggled with. I only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of 10 though. 6 out of 10. It's slightly lower than the average. This is week 3. And I got AP Bren and Omega wrong. Ito yung phase ng season 12 na parang I still believe that AP Bren can do no wrong. I really looked at them like, yo, this is their championship season and kayang-kaya nila to. But slowly you kind of saw that fatigue was getting to them and maybe there was some motivational issues. I also got Echo AP Bren wrong because of, again, the previously mentioned reason. Kala ko talaga AP Bren yun. And then, slowly, I think from here on, ito, week 3 onward, sabi ko, hindi. I learned my lesson. I think Echo can keep this going. So, kung mapapansin nyo in the next weeks, as long as I said Echo, and again, this is based on this current belief here from this timeline, parang solid na. And that's how they built that streak, because of how consistent they were. I also got the last few matches wrong. Onyx versus Omega and AP Bren versus Blacklist. Obviously, that last one, AP Bren Blacklist, because I was a AP Bren fanatic. I still am. I still do believe in AP Bren. I am a member of the Hive, of the Bees. Sobrang love ko yung team na yun, just branding-wise, just the players on an individual level. Much like how we do most teams in the league. Pero, iba talaga, like, laking Bren ako eh. So, the fact that now they're very strong, how I read that wrong, proved to me that, yo, Horse ain't playing around. So Blacklist here really stole the show for me. And then yung Onyx Omega naman, ito rin, nalito ako. Kasi Onyx was shuffling. So I didn't know how to read them. So I would say Omega. And then here, I think this is their most consistent. Week 3 and week 4, bang, they win. So that's how they got me wrong. That's how I got that wrong. And that's how I'm sitting here at 6 out of 10. This is week 4, and the week 4, this is a all-time high for me, 7 out of 9. 7 out of 9. Ang mali ko lang dito, day 2, first match, Omega Minana Evos. Minana Evos, I think ito yung week 4, ito yung naghahanap na sila ng parang mas magandang timpla, and they're going into that different gear, and they stepped on the clutch and said, you know what, there's something here, we can't move Doming. Doming has to stay. So ito na yun, parang they learned about Doming, they learned about how he is an anchor for the team. Sila yung nanalo against Omega. Wherein, I think dito napansin ni Omega na parang, alright, there may be some things that we can fix. We're not messing around with mid. Eto Max stays. We're also not messing around with Jome and Kelra, even if, you know, I'm a big fan of Jome. You know how it is, Big J. And Kelra jungle, like, mechanics-wise. Pero hero pool, it's really tight. The hero pool on Kelra in the jungle is really tight. So, with that said, I should have saw this coming. And again, hindi ko rin naman alam na ito yung day na, or ito yung araw na Minana Evos would really ramp up. So, I got that wrong. And then I got one more match wrong, which is again another Omega match. Napansin ko lang, like, I get a lot of Omega matches wrong. Maybe because I read into that situation wrong. I said here Blacklist. So, dito yung binugbog ng Omega yung Black. So I'm like, oh, kaya pala. This is Omega when they turned up the Omega timers. And that was week 3. Or rather, day 3 of week 4. So, gets. Diba? So sometimes teams do that. Sometimes teams, you see them come out of nowhere, take a turn out of left field, and then, boom, bigla na sa kaya nilang gawin. Here we are, week 5. This one, I did 6 out of 9 as well. Nice. Got 3 matches wrong. Day 2, RSG, Minana Evos. I don't think anyone saw this coming, bro. Okay lang siguro kung yung game 2, they had the right pickings, but you know what happened. If you were there in the arena, watching online, I was on desk when this happened. So, hindi ko alam paano namin nalusot yun. And we had to cast a game that had a wrong pick Aldous. So, alam nyo na yun, diba? Like, you lose that? No way. No way. It's difficult. So, that was wrong, clearly. I always looked at RSG as a consistent team, but there are those moments. Day 3, match 1, TNC Omega. Okay. Sabi ko dito, week 5 na, kailangan umariba ng TNC. This is going to shake up the standings, and if they don't win this, medyo confirmed na. And lo and behold, Omega still got it. And this is the age of Matt. Ito na, si Sir Matt pumasok na. He's my breakout player for this week. Check it out. So, gets. And then, last one, again, looking back, this was a pretty emotionally tolling day for me too. RSG broke the streak. I could have sworn Echo was going to go 12-1 and set a new record, or 12x, not 12-1, 12x to set a record. Didn't happen. RSG didn't let it happen. So, that's that. Again, look at the up and downs of RSG. And this is just 1 week, this is week 5. We'll go over to week 6, and this is the closer. This one was, I ruined this. This is a sad weekend for predictions. 4 out of 10 ako dito. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's right, 4 out of 10. Damn. And again, nung nagpe-predict ako, guys, hindi ko iniisip or binibilang yung points that would lead to that outcome, to what the playoffs picture might look like. I take it one series at a time with the current dynamics of that series between the teams. So, that might be why that looks like that. But anyways, let's talk about the matches I got wrong. Madami to. Echo Minana. Dude, what's wrong? What's up? Minana is a struggling team, but these 3 points they got here, especially with Yaoi coming in, that definitely changed a few things, but I didn't expect a sweep. So that kept things spicy throughout the weekend. Echo, lose streak. That's what happened. Omega AP Bren also got this one wrong. Could have sworn AP Bren was on the way towards getting a more stable footing on the meta. Kala ko okay na yung patch. Kala ko okay na yung laruan nila. But I guess ito papasok yung lason ng Omega. No? I think they've gotten more accustomed to Sir Matt and the way that they can play with him in the starting 5. So, that's something to consider in the playoffs. Day 2 here, I got 2 of these 4 matches wrong. RSG Omega. Again, I thought RSG was going to be on a roll, right? They beat Echo. But, nope. Omega just went faster. Faster and faster. I also got the 3rd match wrong, TNC Black. So, ito na yung parang huling harurot ng TNC. They were just nothing to lose, man. Nothing to lose. And then this is where Bao played. And dude, I'm a big fan of Bao. Bao, has so much potential. Sana gumaling pa siya. Sana hindi siya pakawala ng TNC because there's definitely a lot there in that young man. And then, during the last day, ito lahat minali ko. So that's good, I think. The fact na sobrang twist ng ending ng day 3 na I couldn't have predicted it. Maybe you did. But yeah, RSG TNC, nope, bang. No upper bracket RSG. TNC ends with a high note. Omega, Onic, ito na yung parang clutch. Like, Onic needs to win this to get into the playoffs. And they did. Escalera Rome, right? May surprise pa palang natitira mula sa Onic with their lineups, with the coaching staff making the decision. Hey, Iska, di ba may grak ka? Marunong ako mag-Rome? Do it now. Let's surprise everybody. Clutches the playoff spot. And then, last but not least, back-to-back 30-minute games in a single best-of-3. Pero, technically, parang 3 games na rin yan, pero 2 lang siya. Blacklist and AP Bren. It's a great showing for what the playoffs might look like. Lalo na AP Bren, upper bracket. And then Blacklist, they have to go through the play-ins. But, yeah, no, this is a nice little exercise na binalikan natin ang the forecast. Binalikan natin ang weeks 2 to 6 ng Season 12. Hopefully, you guys have secured your playoffs tickets. Kita-kits na lang sa QC, sa bago nating arena. And I can't wait to see you there, alright? Meron pa rin naman tayong episodes of Recall. And there's another The Forecast coming up. But for this, The Forecast recap, we're gonna call it a day. Thank you again so much to my editor, Ray Ash, you the man. Thanks to Asus ROG. Kailan ko ba pwedeng buksan to? Please, I want to see what's in it. Look at that. It's beautiful. Yu Jong, the official smartphone partner of the M5 World Championships. There's a lot of MLB to cover. Ito yung week namin magpahinga. Watch the MDL Season 2 playoffs. That's happening this weekend as well. Alright? You guys have a great day. Peace!